is Sean Kennedy, and I'm doing a video for my class when I'm sick. Well, okay, let's start. Everyone knows a lot about volcanoes being destructive, but also there's also other good things like making volcanic ash can make fertile soil. And those are two, well, there's actually one bad thing, one good thing. But let's talk about deadly volcanoes and just volcanoes around America. I can't find any about Europe, except that one picture. So let's talk about flights. And I actually got a good photo here of ash clouds over Europe, the Atlantic Ocean, and flights. I'm just not gonna say. It's really hard to say. High altitude global jet streams. One right here. Not sure why that pops up. Right here, one right here. Got so many planes. So, the main volcano that causes this, there's a lot of volcanoes in Iceland. What's that? There's a lot of volcanoes in Iceland that cause ash clouds over here. A long time ago, it's not too long ago, people were still around. Cities were still around. A while ago, Iceland had an eruption that canceled flights all over Europe. And for a couple days, no one could take flights. And I can't really say its name. It's somewhere right here on Iceland. And most of the ash that comes from Iceland travels down into Europe. And if volcanoes erupt in Europe, like Vesuvius, well, Vesuvius does not show, right? It's right over here. The volcanoes over here will move up north. Volcanoes over here, or up here, or probably over here, will just erupt all over this way, causing flight problems, and flights had to be shut down or relocated, or yeah, America does have a lot of flights, I'm not gonna lie. So let's get to the next photo. And volcanoes in the western coastline of the U.S. The most popular, this is not show it here. We have another popular in Yellowstone National Park. And, okay, I'll be right back. So yeah, what I was looking for is Mount St. Helens, but it does not show here, but Mount Rainier, it does show it. Mount St. Helens is right here. Mount Adams, Mount Rainier, Glacier Peak, Mount Baker, Yellowstone, Craters of the Moon. I guess this is just some random volcanoes. Yellowstone is a Caldera type. There's actually even one in Iceland. And Caldera volcanoes are deadly. That's what happens when it just apparently I'll show you in a minute. Volcanoes active during past 2,000 years. Those are the big red volcanoes. Other potentially active volcanic areas are the non-colored in volcanoes. San Francisco Field, Caldera Field, Caso, Clear Lake, Mount Jefferson and Crater Lake, and Mount Adams are other potential active volcanic areas, and Mount St. Helens, Long Valley, Caldera, and Lesson Peak are volcanoes active during the past 2,000 years. So, that's in the western United States. Let's go to the next photo. I'm not sure this one. Let's see the volcanoes in North America. A lot of volcanoes lie on the Alaskan, the West Coast, even in Canada, all the way down to Baja, California, or that weird land that's below California that's part of Mexico, and a lot around here, and even one that popped in someone's backyard. and a lot of volcanoes right here, and a lot right here. So this is due, and there's also a lot right here because Hawaii is volcanic islands, are volcanic islands. This is caused by the Pacific plate. Well, actually, it's the American plate pushing this way. Okay, here we go. The American plate is pushing this way, while the Pacific plate is pushing this way. So, they're kind of, the American plate is pushing this way, pushing against. That means they both ram into each other, causing volcanoes to form by plates being melted under into the mantle, and then the magma will rise. I'll be right back. I had to get my lines back. The plates will melt when they get too low in the mantle, and they'll melt, creating magma, and they'll rise and rise, creating a volcano. And the volcano will keep erupting, rising and rising and rising, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, how do I erase this? Okay, there we go. I just pressed it. Okay. To the next photo. Oh yeah, Mount St. Helens explosive area. I think that's right there, Mount St. Helens, right here, and the capital of Washington is right there. It's tiny, Seattle, and then there's Portland, capital of Oregon, and all of these probably down here somewhere. Well, it is. So now we'll start looking at Yellowstone. Yellowstone, one of the most deadliest volcanoes that I know myself. Let's look at the explosive area. The blue area is 1,000 times thick. Basically, these areas will be completely buried, including this darkish purple area. Basically, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming will be buried. I'll explain the burying and damage later. And it's like light, more brighter purple is 100 to 300 times thick. The pink area is 30 to 100 times thick. The thickness, ash thickness in millimeters, is right here. The orange is right here. It'll be 10 to 30 times thick. And then this dark yellow area will be 10 to 30 times, 3 to 10 times thick. And then the 1 to 3, this bright yellow will be 1 to 3 times thick. And this area right here, what is this? Okay, that was weird. Never had that show up. So basically right here in southern Texas, in Miami, Florida, or southern Florida, will survive. Sorry, Maine, but you don't. I feel bad for you. And Yellowstone is right here, destroying all this. This will cause the most major, and the most major, basically misplaced people, basically people that go to other countries but don't live in the United States, go on planes, fly away from the volcano, and that will be the most major times in history. With economy, the world economy will collapse because the U.S. has a lot of money, and they give a lot of money to other countries, with, of course, Africa with aid and all that. And if you want to watch the second part, well, I know I'll wrap this up. So, yeah. Basically, a lot of evacuation. So, watch the second part to get the rest done. So, bye everyone. I'll see you in the second part.